Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Season with Such podcast. It is I, your host, sajeedahdahliah. A few weeks back, I posted on my Instagram story that I was going to record a back to school episode for those of us that are resuming school in September and October. And I did not get into it. I wanted to do it before September because a bunch of you resumed in September, but I completely forgot. It slipped my mind. But today I'm going to be recording it for you guys. So, how has everyone been? I have been doing great. I've been reading a lot of your reviews, even though I've not been posting a lot of content on the Instagram page. I have been reading a lot of your reviews, and I really appreciate those of you that tag me on your story. It makes me so happy. And also, if there's anything you guys would like me to talk about, feel free to slide into the DMs and drop your requests. All right, let's begin the episode. The first thing I'm going to say is you should have a plan. As a secondary student, as a uni student, it's very important for you to have a plan. I can confidently say this because when I first started uni, I did not have a plan and everything was very chaotic for me compared to when I decided to start planning everything that had to do with school. And that's when everything that had to do with school became smooth sailing for me. For someone like me, I haven't memorized my timetable, but I have it written down. So every day I go to look at my calendar and see, oh, today this is what I have. Sometimes, obviously, I remember that, okay, on Thursdays I have this class, but I do not have my timetable fully memorized in my head. I have to look at my calendar, and that helps knowing, okay, I have this tomorrow, I have this tomorrow, I have this tomorrow. Not just going to school and asking my classmates, oh, what do we have today? And also, whenever we write midterms, I always have a chart. I write down all the classes I'm taking that semester. I write down my actual grade for midterms. No, I write down my predicted grade for midterms. Then after midterms, I write down my actual grade. Then I do some calculations to see how much do I need to score in my exams that would guarantee me an A. And then I write that on my chart and it helps me determine my predicted score for my exams and the grade I'm going to get. And one thing about me is every single semester I'm going to use the term academic comeback. No matter what, every semester I'm going to use it because I actually mean it. Every semester should be better than the last. Every semester I'm striving to do better than I did the last. So it's always going to be an academic comeback for me. The next one, you've heard it from a lot of people. Everyone will always tell you start reading from the beginning of the semester. But to be honest, it does not work for everyone. If you're someone that is not used to reading from right from the beginning, it's going to be very difficult for you and you're going to get bored and you are going to want to give up. So my advice is at the beginning of the semester, you take it one step at a time. The beginning of the semester, it's usually introduction classes. You're not really doing anything too serious, but you shouldn't get carried away because it's very easy for you to get carried away. Like, oh, first week, nothing serious. Second week, nothing serious. And you don't read at all up until it's midterms and you're spending an all-nighter trying to cram all your modules before you write the test in the morning. And that's really bad. So first week, your lecturers are most likely going to send you your first module and it's going to contain a lot of information about the course, the topics you're going to be dealing with, and everything. It's very important for you to write that down. If you're someone that uses separate notes per course, you can write each introduction to the course on the first page of the book so that as you're writing your notes in class, you can always go back and see, oh, this is where we are, and this is how many more modules we have to complete the course. Knowing the pace at which you guys are going is very important and it helps you a lot. And also have a specific time you want to study. For me, I love studying early in the morning. Unless it's exams week, then I can study at night. But in the morning, once I wake up, because I wake up really early, I wake up by 7:30, 8, depending on the day. I wake up, I get everything that I need to do done. Keep in mind, if I intend to study in the morning, I do not use my phone when I wake up because if I use it once I wake up, I'm going to start scrolling unnecessarily and I wouldn't want to put my phone down and it's going to be very difficult for me to concentrate while studying. So I wake up early, I do not use my phone, I get everything that needs to be done, then I sit down to study. Sometimes it could be for an hour, it could be for two, it could be for 30 minutes, depending on the course and how well I understand it. So pick your time, what time is the most comfortable for you, and clear whatever it is you're doing then. Prioritize that studying and say, okay, this specific time, I'm going to study then. Make sure before that time you've done everything that you need to do so that once you start studying, nothing's going to distract you. The next one is organize your thoughts. One thing I like to do is whenever our lecturer sends the notes on Microsoft Teams, I download it all to my laptop. I create a folder for each course I'm taking, and it just makes everything easier for me. If I need to study maybe applied mechanics, I go into my laptop, I open the folder for applied mechanics, and all the notes are there, and I can just study them. And if there's any research I've done on applied mechanics, maybe I've done advanced studying online, I can just save it to my laptop and add it also to the folder so that I know where it is. The next one is calculating your grades. I've already spoken about this as part of having a plan. The thing about calculating grades is it keeps me very motivated. And when I understand something that I'm striving for, it makes it easier for me when I know, okay, for my midterms, I want 100%. It makes it easier for me. This is what I want. I'm going to get it. For my exams, maybe if I get 100% in my midterms, because in my school, midterms are 40% of your grade. Let's say I get 100 out of 800, that's 40%. In my exams, I need to do well, but I don't need to do crazy much because I already have those 40% secured. And knowing that, it makes it really, really easy for me to do better. The next one is ask for help when you need it. A lot of us find it very difficult to ask for help when we need it because we have this fear of looking stupid to our peers or looking incompetent to our lecturers. But to be honest, that pride is not going to get you the grades that you want. You have to keep in mind there's nothing embarrassing about learning. You're paying for this knowledge, you're paying for it. So ask the question, if you hire someone to clean for you and you're paying them, if they don't clean a spot correctly, you're going to tell them you did not clean that spot correctly. So if you're paying for this education, you ask the questions. You ask so you understand it better. The next one is learn from your mistakes. If you did not do well in a test or an exam, look at it as an opportunity to improve. Sometimes you can think that, oh yeah, I understand this, I don't need to study, blah, 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 until you write your midterms and you're seeing the worst grade in your life in front of you. And you're so confused because you thought you actually understood it. Instead of you to be sad and dwell on that bad grade, look at it as an opportunity for you to improve. Now you know you do not understand this concept as well as you thought you did, and you still have exams to make it up. So study harder, understand, ask questions, and do better in your exams. The next one is one of my personal faves. Look after yourself. Oh my God. This is the most important because if you're not looking after yourself, you're not going to do anything right. It's very, very easy to get lost in your books when you're trying to get really good grades, and sometimes you forget to do things you love. I personally believe sometimes working hard shouldn't come at a cost. You shouldn't have to sacrifice your sanity to do well. I, for example, whenever I'm studying for my exams, despite the fact that I know I eat less than I normally do, I make sure I still do my skincare because my skincare is very important to me. I make sure I still complete my 10K steps every day. I love walking. I make sure I drink a lot of water. I make sure I watch the shows I like. People are always shocked that even during exams, I'm binging on Netflix. But that's just me. This is something I love to do. So even though I'm writing exams, I still make time for the things that I love to do because you need to find that balance. Not everything is work, 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 work. And if you start working early on, when you reach the time for your exams, everything would be smooth sailing. It wouldn't be chaotic and you wouldn't be really stressed. I try my best not to compromise the things that I love just because I'm in the zone. I try my best to find that balance, and so should you. And that is what is really important. Don't let yourself go because you want to do well. You can do both. You can have those amazing grades and still get those amazing results. So, the last one I'm going to talk about is looking good makes you feel good. It's just the truth. When you look good, you feel good. And it's very important that every day as you wake up to go to school to study, you have to feel good. So if looking good is going to make you feel good, then I personally believe every morning you should try your best to look good. Not for anyone, but for yourself because it makes you feel good. When I was going into my third year in uni, I promised myself that I will put more effort into what I wear to school. Everyone is always like, oh, they don't care, it's just school, they'll wear whatever they want as long as they're comfortable. Well, dressing good to school does not equate to discomfort. Don't let anyone get into your head and say anything to you. As long as you're happy with the way you look, who cares? I'm not asking you to do much, but ask yourself what I'm wearing, can I wear it outside school to a place where there are people that I would want to take me seriously? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't wear it at all. And putting effort into your appearance won't take anything from you. It will make you happy. It's adding to you. I personally know that it makes me happy, and when I'm happy, I'm ready to learn and I'm more motivated to do better. It honestly makes me feel like I can conquer it all. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed recording it for you guys. Don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Spotify has comments now, so feel free to drop a comment there. Or you can DM me on the Season with Start Instagram account or send me an email at sajeedahdahliah@outlook.com. I'm always open to reading your reviews and I love having conversations with you guys on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoy your day and good luck on your first day of school. For those of you that have not resumed, and for those of you that have, I hope you're doing well and I hope you're striving. And also, I dropped some organizers on Pinterest. I created a board for anyone that wants to download them. If you don't have a book organizer, you can just download it and use it. The link, you can find it on my Instagram in the bio. Just go check out the Pinterest, check for the board. I named it School Stop, so it's very easy to find. Be sure to tag me when you're listening to this episode or when you're doing your school, back to school organizing or setting up your timetable or you're studying. I would love to see that. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.